Whether you know or you don't know. Okay, so just listen carefully. So every time when I solve this kind of problem, either kinematic or rate of change, what I will do is, my y1 definitely will be the function. That is your ht, right? My y2 will be h prime t. And my y3 will be h double prime t. Yeah. So that is the first thing. I get ready. I don't have to tell the examiner what am I doing with my graphic calculator, because you can't submit your graphic calculator to the examiner. So what you need to do is, for the first part A, the question says initial, correct? So you just say t equal to 0. So you just write down here h0. You don't even have to substitute the value. You just put h0 equal to. So you call out your y1. So everyone now should know how to call out your y1 without the graph, because I'm not interested in the graph. So don't waste time drawing the graph. Are you clear? Okay, so you know how, everyone in the class, you know how to call out y1? So don't go to the graph. You want to go to the main screen, you always press second mode. That means you quit from whatever program you are in. Okay, so then you press alpha trace. Some of your friends got another way of doing it. That is F4. Okay, I only know this way. So the other way you can go and try. There's another way of getting this one out. So you get y1. So your y1, you select y1, then you type in 0, then you put enter. Then the answer will come out. That is 0.5. All application question, there is a unit of measurement, you better write down. Okay, for part B, there are 3 parts. First part is after 1 week. Am I right? So you also do the same. You can press second enter again, y1 will come out. Then you change the 0 to 1. Okay, so what is your answer? 1.5. Is it? Meter. Okay, part 2. You have to be very careful. T equal to 14 days. I cannot key in this into my calculator because times is in week. So you better be careful of the unit of measurement. So 2 weeks. So therefore, I'm looking for H2. So what is the answer? 1.83. Done. Then the last one, that is H4. When after 4 weeks, what is the height? 1.95 meter. Done. You see? This thing can be done in less than 3 minutes. Okay. So let's go to part C.
Mr. When we do such thing, when we do questions like A and B, do we have to show our working on paper?
Do you think I need you to show me the working if you have the graphic calculator?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
we don't.
Don't have to. At this level, substitution is not important anymore. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to part C. Okay, the moment you see this word, as time passes, as time passes, You translate it to max means like that. That is called translation from English to max. So I want to know what happened to the height. So I have to look at the height function. That is 2 minus 1.5 over 2t squared plus 1. So I have to discuss this part first. So I will discuss this part. What happened to 2t squared plus 1? Approach infinity, correct? So after I discuss that part, then I discuss this part. So what happened to 1.5 divided by infinity? Approaches, everyone should know, correct? Approaches 0. So now, then only I discuss this whole thing. That is my HT. Equal to 2, take away. The smallest number of 1.5 divided by 2t squared is 0, correct? So 1.5 over 2t squared will approach 2. So 2 is the upper limit or the lower limit? I say the highest value of 1, the smallest value of 1.5 over 2t squared plus 1 is 0. So the 2 for H is the highest possible or lowest possible? Highest possible. So the rest will be lower than that value. So this is the upper limit. So we say from below. From below means the rest of the height is lower than 2. Are you clear? So 2 is the upper limit. So what does that mean? What does it mean? So is the height tends toward a limiting value. So you just say the limiting height is two meters. Okay, if you give me the answer like that, I will say this answer is not, it doesn't tell me the limiting is the highest or the lowest. So what should I phrase it so that my answer is I communicate it in a better way? The plant will not grow beyond 2 meters. Isn't it that is a better way? Instead of follow the question, say the limiting height. So this will be a better answer. The plant will not grow beyond 2 meters. So this will be a better way of expressing your the meaning of this horizontal asymptote. So whenever you explain, okay, it must be situational. If you are talking about the height of the plant, then you talk about the plant will not grow beyond that height. Are you clear? So it must be contextual. That is your English term. Am I right? Hello? Okay. So done with part C. So you see, without my guidance, you all still can do. Only here, hiccup here and there only. Am I right? So you can go for SAT 2 with it. I'm confident of you. Are you confident of me? Okay, let's go to part D. So whenever in maths you see this word average rate, of growth, okay. Okay, I write down everything. In first 14 days. That means start t equal to 0 and t equal to 2. So from this point, I join with a straight line. So I find the slope of this curve. That is called average rate of change. Are you clear?
Okay, ma'am.
So that is called average rate of change. You don't care in between. That is what we learned in first principle, correct? The slope of the curve represent the average rate of change between x and x plus h. So you just need to write down average growth, average rate of growth. You just put into your formula H2 minus H0 over 2 minus 0. That's it. So in your graphic calculator, you call out your y12, take away y10, divide by 2 minus 1. That's it. So you don't have to show me any value of H2 or H0. Straight away, give me the answer. So what is the answer? Yes, 0.67. Hey, a calculator. 6 what? 7 what? Hey, what is the answer? The one seat behind Joshua. What is the answer? For this one, 0.6. You don't have graphic calculator, do you? So what is the answer? 0.0 or 0.665. Okay, thank you. So what is the unit? Meter per week. Are you clear? Okay, you just key in your calculator. I'm not interested in all the value. So from this example, we learned how to count average rate of change of something. So remember, all these things I taught you before, definitely it will be asked in your SAT too. Okay, done? Okay. Shall we go to the next one? Everyone know how to use your calculator to help you to do, Okay, good. You see, now you don't tell me you can't calculate algebraically or whatsoever, correct? Who didn't get the answer? So 0.667. So you see, the reason is because you get 0.665 because you take the answer from part B. Am I right? Then you put into your calculator and count. So if you put your answer into part B and you use your calculator and count, you better write down what is H2, what is H0 divided by 2. So you see, graphic calculator very accurate. You get me? Okay, good. Then shall we go to the next one? That is part F. No, part E. Okay. When we talk about part E, they say find algebraically. That means they expect you to differentiate. If you didn't differentiate these, they will deduct your mark. Okay, they say find algebraically. So I'm going to write this as this form. To the power of -1. Okay? So I differentiate this. So you get the mark for doing, say, algebraically. Okay, rate of change of 2 is 0. Okay, so I don't have to write down. So -1.5. Bring down the power. Copy down the whole thing. Hello, please don't text or whatsoever. Please do this, please. I mentioned it, stop for a while is for you to write. Copy down the whole thing. Power take away 1. Times by the rate of change of whatever in the bracket. Okay, take out your calculator and type in all this and multiply. So you see, I'm a person during exam, I will not calculate mentally. It make me crazy. Okay, so you don't want to be crazy, you know. Okay, so this will be 60 divided by 2t squared plus 1 squared. Done. So my job of show algebraically actually is done. Okay, for part 1 and part 2, I definitely will not calculate manually. Don't be in your exam, the calculator, the question will not say check your answer using your graphic calculator. No way. So for part 1, I will just put h prime 0.2. So I just substitute in because the question say algebraically, so I substitute in. But I will not key into my calculator this thing. So what I will do is I take out my GC and I call out Y2 and I put in 0.2. Are you clear? So what is your answer? Can't get you. 1.03 meter per week. Okay, so same thing go with part 2. H prime 4. Okay, so you just put in 4 here for the sake of the, so you don't follow my, okay. Okay, so what is the answer? 0.0 to 2. Hey, 3 SF, 1, 2 only. 0 meter per week. Are you clear? Can or not? So always use your graphic calculator. That is how you solve your SAT too. You want to relax and solve, right? You better master your graphic calculator skill. So you can sit there, relax, just press. calculation, let the graphic calculator handle for you. So that is the time whereby you can breathe during the exam. Whatever can be done by the graphic calculator, please let the graphic calculator do it. Don't try to be funny. Don't say, I'm very good in calculation. You go ahead lah. I challenge you. Okay, now. Okay, for the part that show that h prime t always greater than 0. That is how I read. Okay, what is the significance? We will talk about it later. So how to show this? So we know that we will start with the domain that is t greater than or equal to 0. So my h prime t is this function 60. Ask me not to write so fast. Be patient. What happened? Okay, all right. So we have to talk about two parts. The first part is the top. So if t is greater than 0, what happened to 60? Definitely greater than or equal to 0. Then we talk about the bottom part. So what happened to please don't write in red. A square number definitely is positive. Am I right? So therefore, what can you say about your h prime t? Definitely greater than or equal to 0. Am I right? So what is the significance of it if the rate is always positive? So what is the significance? Can you tell me?
Does it mean that the tree is continuously going upward?
Yes, you are right. The rate of growth is always positive. So this means the plant is always growing. Or continuous growing, is always growing. Continuously growing, correct? So you know that now you can imagine the height will always grow, always increase, all right? Yeah, done. So we are going to the F, the last part, G. Okay, for G, if you want to answer part G, they say use your graphic calculator. So I will draw two graphs. The first graph that I will sketch will be the growth, the height graph. So the height graph. So you try to get the height graph, HT graph first. And you see from the beginning, correct? After 4 weeks, the rate of growth is very small. Am I right? So you can just put your window from 0. Dixon, are you doing math? Okay, thank you. Okay, from 0 to 4 or 5, good enough, correct? Then you do a zoom fit. Can you? So if you do a zoom fit, you got your graph go some sort like this. Do you get your graph go like that? Then after that, it go like that. Then there is a horizontal asymptote here. That is y equal to 2. Am I right? Do you have the graph some sort like this? Yeah. So at first, the height is growing with the increasing rate. So at this point A, the rate will be the fastest because at here is the steepest. So I'm going to get what is the value of T1. But I can't get T1 from the HT graph. Am I right? I can only estimate. So how to get the exact T1 from the graph? So for me, I will prefer to get it from the H prime T graph. So now you can sketch the H prime T graph, please. Your H prime T graph definitely will be always above the T axis. Am I right? Am I right? So your H prime T graph will go like that. So in this case, if you are using solver to solve, correct? Solver can give you very funny answer. So we will get it from the graph. So you try to get the coordinate of this point B. So this will be your T1. That is how you relate. So what is T1? (0.408, comma. What is the rate? Faster lah, from the graph. Then I can answer this question straight away. Yes? 1.377. Okay? 78. So 1.38. Can or not? 3 significant figure. Okay, 1.38. Okay, why I have to do that? Because the question asks for can I say like that? At the inflection point, the rate of change is equal to 0. Am I right? At the inflection point of HT, the rate of change is equal to 0. Okay, good. So now, how am I going to answer this question? Who want to try to give me the answer? Okay, so we got the T already. We got the value already. T equal to H prime T equal to 0, T equal to 0.408 weeks. Okay, answer first part. Okay, what does this point tell you about the rate at which the height is changing? Okay, someone give me the answer, please.
The height is changing at the fastest rate at this time.
Yes, the height, okay, the height is changing at the fastest rate at this time, and the rate is 1.38 meter per week. Okay, if I want to talk about the plant, I say the plant is growing at the fastest rate at T equal to 0.408 week And the rate is 1.38 meter per week. Done? Point B is the H prime T that help us to get the value of T1. We can't get the value of T1 from the HT graph. Are you clear? Non-horizontal inflection point or even horizontal inflection point, there is no way we can get the coordinate T from the HT graph. You have to get the T1 from the H prime T graph, because the T coordinates of the turning point of H prime T is the T coordinates of the inflection point of HT. So bear that in mind. There is no way you can get the coordinate T of the inflection point of any function from the function graph itself. This is HT lah. I'm talking about H prime T ma. I get this value from here ma. No, I'm talking about H. So I have to say at A. I'm talking about the height. So how can I go to the rate of change graph? Am I right? I should say at A. I cannot say at B. B is the turning point of H prime T. It's not the inflection point. If I want to write at B, I will write like that. Look, at B. Okay, okay. Hey, where's my graph? My graph hilang. I delete the page. Save for. How am I going to call back the page? Ha 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 ha. I delete the page. Okay. Okay. Got it? So you see, it's the same. So you please try example 2 and exercise 3F. So tomorrow, the hour, I will answer any questions concerning the rate of change. Okay? So is human rate of change the same as this? Here got a lot of biology students. Is human rate of change of height the same as this? No. How you go? Hey, do you know how you go? You will go like that. Then you grow like that. Hello? Hello? You are at this stage, right? Myself is at this stage already. Am I right? Okay. Yeah.